Good morning, laddies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Deku, or no, not Deku. What if my hero was in My Hero Academia? Sorry. So, my character is called My Hero. And he has a special talent. See, he was born so powerful that even some of his parents, like his father and his mother, was the same. They notice that he soon becomes a overpowered character, or he is an overpowered character. So, in order to keep him from being turning evil or showing all that power, they taught him how to become look weak until his friends actually get to better know him. So yeah, and they went to a quirk doctor. Quirk doctor says that he has a quirk of trying to think, but it would be the same thing as the it would be mixed between Momo's creation quirk and her acid ability. Yeah. So yeah, he goes to school, and that armor thing, that his chest plate thing, keeps him from going all out brawl. Basically, he has a lot of powers. I am not going to list them because I'll just put Infinity and Zero. That's it. And the Military. Yeah. Military would be his quirk. So yeah. So then so that was only when he was at age 4. Time skip to about 15. As they go to, or he goes to UA. His father tells him, "Good luck, son. Every dude, don't go overpowered, okay?" Okay. As he goes off to UA. He got accepted to UA. And yeah, he pretends to be weak, man, I can't defeat these 0-point robots, or 1-point robots. As he pretends to. So he's in now class 1B. They made a mistake of how? Well, that's easy. Well, he pretends to be weak, but in reality, he is so overpowered that even he throws a ball at 100 kilometers. Yeah. As Blood Hero's like, okay, you set the bar real low for yourself, aren't you? Well, being the weakest one and of the group, yeah. And, yeah. So then, I'm skipping all the way to to Sports Festival. The Sports Festival, he purposely lost a race, so he was disqualified. He purposely did. If he was at, like, if he uses his full power, he would have been the first place ace person. As everybody's like, man, he can do nothing. So, yeah. So then the internships, no one wants a weak person, so they all chose the others. And they're like, man, I feel bad for you. Don't be. Actually, now I'm getting a better understanding of you guys. Yes. That kind of makes me happy. Because in my family, there's, as he says it, that when I was born, or I don't really want to tell you, but of course this is what my parents told me, that act weak, till they get a better understanding of you. Then show that side. Okay? And yeah, so when he was just at the, like, was just talking to himself at the sports festival, quietly, as All Might, let's say All Might, or no, not All Might, Nezu heard the conversation between himself. Yeah. As his parent, or he told told him that you must be very powerful, aren't you? I could sense that you're on a whole nother level of it. Yeah. Until, because as he tells Nezu that my hero who tells Nezu that he needs a better understanding of his friends, and his friends need a better understanding of him, his classmates. As Nezu agrees. So, yeah, Anthony, or no, not, I keep saying Anthony, but my hero, after the sports festival, after the internship thing, The he and I'm skipping the camp arc. So All for One versus All Might. All for One is about to, or actually All Might was down but not out. As All for One says, alright. Did you ever notice that there's a student in class 1B that is weak as a puppy? My hero? Oh, my class 1B student. Has he? Is he a UA trader? No. He might be weak, or he might be like pretending to be weak, but in reality, he is stronger than any normal person. He is stronger than you, All Might. He can and become very powerful. As All Might is, how do you know? Well, I know a lot of things about him and you and all that stuff. But I won't explain too much. So, I'll give you one word of advice. Make him look or powerful, or treat him with respect. As All for One uses the beam attack, with one hand, not just two, one hand. As All for One, or All Might, was in despair, because if he dodges, the citizen that will be behind him dies. But if he stands there, he'll die. So it's 50-50. But then, out of nowhere, here comes him. As he wants to show it, as he does, to save All Might from dying, as his body starts to really show his power. Or is that one that of Zuko? I'm looking. Sorry. So, this one. This is what my hero looked like. As his voice becomes darker. As he says to him that you will die by my hands, All for One. As he flies faster than a speeding bullet, or even surpassing lightning itself. As he kicks All for One around. As he charges up his fist to his maximal. And you know the attack from that time I got reincarnated as slime? And seeing where... Here, hold on. No, this one. The one that's on the top? Yeah. That Dead End Rainbow one? Well, in this, what if? He has a special move called Dead End Fist Rainbow. Yeah. So when he charged up his fist to the max, everyone saw the rainbow particles like going around his entire fist. As he says, as this move will definitely end you right here, right now. Oh. Physically and mentally. And if I was you, I would start running. As he goes full sprint at supersonic speeds, and when it collided with All For One's chest, well, let's just say the big explosion. And yeah, when it went through, when it touched, when his fist touched All For One's chest, All For One's entire body could feel it, and his soul was now erased from history, as All For One was obliterated. Yeah. So, yeah, basically, yeah, as he wipes his fist down, and he's unaffected by his own attack, as everyone couldn't believe how powerful he really is. As they, heck, when he also, he had the same pose as what Zuko did, but his money, yeah, and yeah, All For One's entire existence was wiped out from the entire universe thing, like out of that universe. And the hero's like, all right, let's get these citizens out of there. Okay? Rest out. Okay? As he used a special technique, as he, what Orc Lord did. It's the same move as what Orc Lord did. But his modified it. When he stomps, only the debris flew up in the air and just hangs there until he stomps again. Yeah. So everyone was safe, as they were like, All Might is like, man, you're really strong, aren't you? Or really powerful. Yeah. But my parents told me until I get, or until you and all of you get better know me, as that's why I pretend to be weak. And the race one at the sports festival, I lost on purpose. That caught All Might off guard. They couldn't believe, or he couldn't believe it. Why do you mean you purposely do it? as his father tells him tells All Might that my son, if he activated his power before, like during that, he would have probably got, or he would definitely be in first place. But we told him to lose on purpose. As All Might was like, yeah, Tenya, or actually, and Todoroki, and versus my hero in the race. Well, my character beats them all. Like, he did it in 1 second. As everyone's like, man, if you used that, you would definitely win. But you lost on purpose, so how did you lose on purpose? Trying to be weak and all that stuff. As All Might is like, man, you would have definitely be like top tier. So yeah, so the time skip to Overhaul match. And yeah, Overhaul oh was like, okay. So the at the meeting thing here. I already have the picture of the meeting, but I don't remember where it is at currently. There. Nope, that's not it. Oh, I may find it. Here it is. And yeah, so when they had their meeting, the hero was in right next to, or was just standing right next to Lock, Lock, huh? And yeah, the and if Lock tried to do anything, yeah, as he could tell, or because he know, or my hero actually knew where to look. As Sir Night Eyes says, well, I want rest of you to look at these other 5 areas. Yes, if there are bases there. As my hero says to him, can I take the top one, the 6th one? Yeah, you may. As they got permission for it, as they send him, the most powerfulest person in the world, as everyone was like, okay, if they send him, we're rage quitting, or we're gonna quit and surrender to him. As or All for Overhaul says, yeah. As he walks in, they knew it. As they surrender, they hand over Ares. No fights, no, because they know that they can't win against someone with infinite power. So they just gave up. Right then and there. Every time he walks into a villain's base, they all surrender. No fights, no because they all have that tendency. Yeah. he even, one time, he actually walked into a bar, and everyone that was a villain, they just surrendered. Yeah. So he makes $1.9 billion per day. And he's also ranking up so fast that even he went from being a person that was pretending to be weak to being super strong. Like, oh no, here comes my hero. Yeah. Everyone knew that yeah. So the crime rate went down a lot. Like, I mean a lot. All the way to zero. There was no crime aim. As his ranked up, or he is in number 1 spot, bumps everyone down to, like, second to the last. I don't remember. So, yeah. So, he's so powerful, and he's also immortal. So, his father, or his age, is about, okay, dinosaur. His parents were like Greek gods. And yeah, because how old they are, they were about 9,000,000,000,000 yeah, years old. Yeah, it's way before even the planet was even born, or galaxy was even born. They gave birth to a kid that has only about nine, yeah, tens of thousands, million, trillion, billions years to go. So, Momo, didn't realize that they actually never met their parents. Or actually, they heard that their parents was old. Like, but they have their company. And they make millions of dollars per day. Yeah, per year. As, yeah, they're old, ancient, but they could survive anything. Literally. As Momo wants to have a kid with my hero. As she does. And yeah, he doesn't acknowledge that he got flirted with. Like, basically she flirts with him. But then when, yeah, all the girls, or actually when his parents came to UA to see what the tire thing is, and when Momo could turn her head and she saw what his parents are, or as they, yeah, she is like, my goodness, as everyone is happy. And yeah, they said, my son, my parents, as they as they all turned their heads back to him, or turns their heads to him, and they said, man, are those your parents? Man, as they start hanging out with him more. Even class 1B, actually, Nezu bumped him up to class 1A. So, yeah. So then, basically, yeah, Zuko ends up, or actually, my hero won that round, hands down. And he does get married to Momo. I almost said Aries, but that would have been probably a protection agency warning. Because, like, Aries is a young girl. Like, she's just a kid. And he's a teenager. Yeah. So, but I'm really glad that I didn't choose her. Because that would be called, like, yeah. So, Momo and him, of course, he actually made Momo never age again. Like, basically, she is now immortal. Because his parents are mortals. And yeah, through a generation, they don't age at all. Yeah, so Momo does that too. So her entire family never ages. Yeah. And then all that stuff. So now this is the end of the what if. Please leave a like. Please leave a comment, share, subscribe, and all that stuff. So bye.